So let's get to it. Creed 3, the trailer. How was it? Well, as a trailer, it was very good. It looks fantastic. It's very well put together. I do think Michael B. Jordan will actually turn in a good film. He's earned his place to do a film and direct it. I want to become a director as well, so I think we should be giving new directors a chance and let them have their vision and give them their time in the sun. But I can't deny the obvious that this basically is Rocky Part 3, Rocky Part 4, and bits of Rocky Part 5, even Rocky Part 1. Now, I've not seen the other Creeds, and to be consistent, I didn't see the Sylvester remake in 2006, 2007, 2000. I don't care. I don't care. Now, I am a hardcore Rocky fan. I've seen Rocky 1, I've seen Rocky 2, seen Rocky 3, seen Rocky 4, seen Rocky 5. I think I've seen all those films like at least, I'm not joking, 4 times each from beginning to end. I love the Rockies. The Rockies were fine. The problem is Rocky 5 really did close out the story. You didn't even need Rocky 5. Rocky 1 to 4 told a really great story. We had Rocky, the underdog, rise to the top, then he lost, then he came back, then he had a final fight, and then he had another final fight, and then another final fight. And you're like, okay, I think we've tapped out of the Rocky mythology. But then Creed comes along, it's like, let's do it all over again. And I want to say that let's give it a chance, but really, this is so creatively bankrupt. But I did notice a few things I missed when I saw the trailer the first time. One, there's a lot of Hennessy. There's a lot of advertising for beer in this one. So it's an insane amount of product placement. Now, to be fair and consistent, Zack Snyder also has a lot of product placement. And I love the Snyder Cut, but that has tons of product placement. So you can make a great film with product placement, but wow, this one was pretty blatant. There's a lot of alcohol being advertised in this one, so that's really noticeable. It's also very meta. Like there's this shot where it's about what's next for the champ, and clearly Michael B. Jordan is talking about himself. That's fine too. Directors often make very autobiographical films. That's fine to some degree, but I don't know. It just feels very on the nose. Like, oh, I've got to make a decision. I'm at a midlife crisis point, and it's like, okay. And he wants to put that in the narrative, but it's like, all right. That's kind of iffy though if other people care whether a really rich man has to make a decision as a midlife crisis. A lot of people, I don't care. But that's interesting. It's also very MCU ish. Like the MCU angle is very explicit because Kang is now the enemy. And the story is pretty much there is no story. It's just like, oh, Kang is a man from the past, which is kind of funny. Okay. So apparently, Dame, Kang, whatever, is someone that Creed knew early in life. It's a retcon. Because even though I didn't see the other Creed, I wonder if this even ever existed. So they just made up a brother out of nowhere, I guess. And the lost brother is going to come back for the crown. You know, like Rocky 3? Because Rocky's from the ghetto. But now he faced this other guy, Mr. T. He's super ghetto. And this kid, same thing. Like Michael B. Jordan, he's humble. He came from humble beginnings, but this guy's super ghetto. So they're doing the super ghetto thing again. Okay. At least Rocky 4 had a contrast. Like, Drago, even though he was technically Russian and a communist, was basically a Nazi. He looked like this massive Aryan muscle guy. And there was a nice contrast between Rocky and Drago. Here, there's really not much of anything. I mean, basically, Kang is a little bit more muscular, but Michael B. Jordan is very young. So where's the tension? And apparently, they killed off a Hispanic guy. That's the motivation. And by the way, that's totally legit. They did that with Rocky 4. Was that racist to have the white man kill the black man? Maybe, maybe not. Now the black man kills the Hispanic guy, I guess, who was linked to Donnie or Donis. Like, none of this matters. None of this makes any sense. It's all just really silly. It's a very corporate thing. But it looks good. It looks fantastic. But I can't lie. I'm more excited for the John Wick movies. I'm really interested to see what Keanu is going to do. And you could say the same thing about the John Wicks. Basically, they're just updating the 1980s formula. That's true, but I think they put some effort into their mythology. This one, they're just replaying the old hits, and to some degree, that's legitimate. And I'm going to give Michael B. Jordan a chance. I will pay for this when it comes out, but really, there's no point to this. I know probably maybe Creed will lose. That sets up another sequel. But after Creed 4, we're doing the Rockies again. Like Rocky after Part 4, there's no necessity to keep going. The story has been done. They've done the whole story. They've done it from different angles. It really is time to move on. So I'm gonna give it a chance, but I'm not that excited.